some of the top luxury resale markets have came out with their yearly luxury resale report. I was so interested in this because I feel like it tells us not only what's been popular this year, but also what we may start seeing to be trending coming up to the upcoming year of 2024. I did my video about Fashionphile and some of their policy changes a couple videos ago, so make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already. But one thing we can't deny is Fashionphile continues to be one of the top resale markets for luxury goods and luxury handbags, and I do trust their opinion on what is trending along the resale market. So the title of my video was along the lines of, if you're thinking about selling some of your handbags, now's the time, and what some of those good handbags to sell are, depending upon what is trending currently. If you're deciding that these just are not long-term handbags for you and you're ready to go ahead and sell them, now would be a good time, or vice versa to that. If you're like, I've been looking to add some new handbags to my wish list, which ones are trending right now that will have me on trend for at least the rest of this year and hopefully leading us into 2024 as well. By the way, welcome back to my channel, The You in Fashion. My name's Megan. On my channel, we discuss fashion, luxury, handbags, and lifestyle. If you're interested in any of those topics, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notifications bell down below so you don't miss any of my content. My goal with this channel is to hopefully help you find the you in fashion, so let's go ahead and get started. What I found when it came to this luxury resale report is one of the most important things were the trends that we were seeing here in 2023. Not only have we seen the trends that have affected the way we dress in our clothing, but it has also trickled down to actual handbags and handbags that are being worn, which I thought was something really interesting here in this resale report, with the biggest one being the quiet luxury trend. So if you guys remember, in a few videos ago, I talked about the Tiffany company quiet luxury versus loud luxury, and the association of what we've seen with Tiffany and Company and their really increase or rise here in 2023 as well. With the quiet luxury, when it pertains to handbags, what we found is that shot up significantly here in 2023, with some of the most popular brands being mentioned of Celine, Bottega Veneta, and also Loewe. The ones that they particularly point out from these brands is Loewe's puzzle bag, is Celine's classic box bag, and also the Bottega Veneta. They say really any of their classic styles are definitely more quiet luxury, more minimalistic styling, more if you know, you know. I do not have any of these bags particularly, but I do have a Celine bag, and to be honest, this is the bag that I lean towards the most when we're looking at these three options. The Loewe puzzle bag, I understand its allure. It looks like it can be carried top handle. It also looks like it can be worn crossbody, which you guys know I love a multifunctional bag. However, for some reason, I'm just not drawn to the puzzle bag. And I know for me, I don't want to get on a trend and then I sit here and I look at it in my handbag collection and it just really isn't speaking to me and I'm not grabbing for it. And I was just never drawn to the Loewe puzzle bag in that way. It's been out since about 2014, and as you guys know, I really started liking and purchasing luxury goods in around 2017, and it has really just never spoke to me in that way throughout the years. So I've decided to leave that off of my wish list currently. But if you guys have the puzzle bag and you love it, please share your comments down below, because that's really what I wanted to create here, is being able to get everybody's opinions together so that hopefully all of us can find where we fit here in fashion. So I would love to hear your opinions about the puzzle bag. The Bottega Veneta bags, I have nothing against those as well. I, again, tend to go with a little bit more, I feel like, flair. Even as you can see my Hermes bag behind me, I even love the twillies around it. I love a good neutral color, but usually I do want a little bit of pop that makes it a little bit more fun, and I think that's why the Bottega Veneta, I just haven't made that purchase either. I definitely have looked at them before because they've been in the spotlight and popular for the last few years, if we're being honest, but again, I just never really took the plunge on that. I think that if I were going to, the one that I was looking at the most was the Jody bag. I think that one's really cute, it's really practical, but again, when it came down to that bag and some of the other ones on my wish list, I definitely have preferences for some other bags. But if you love the Bottega Veneta and you're like, you've got to to try it. Here's the one I have and I love it. I would love to get that opinion from you down below. But going back to Celine, you guys know that I have my Celine Nano here. I absolutely love this bag. It has been one of the longest ones in my collections so far. I don't ever foresee selling this bag, even though it is gray similar to my Birkin. I just love this color gray that I purchased this handbag in. I love that it's the top handle and also the crossbody strap. It has the gold hardware, which I think against the gray is just so beautiful. This is the Celine bag that I chose. To me, this still gives you that very classic styling, but also a little bit of fun with the styling of this bag too, which I think is really nice. But as I said, between these bags, the one I really like and I could see adding to a wish list in the future for a very minimalistic styled bag is definitely going to be the Celine Classic Flap. I think it's really pretty, really neutral, will go with so many different things, can be dressed up or dressed down, which I think is always what we're looking for in our handbags. If you haven't checked out my video already on the Celine Nano, make sure you check it out. I'll link it down below. That talks a little bit about the quiet luxury trend that we've been seeing throughout the year. But one thing that was interesting is that loud luxury also was very prominent. And that was something here in 2023 that we noticed, was this transition of almost opposites of, if you like this, that's great. If you like this, that's great. And they can even be polar opposites of one another and still be wildly popular, which really I feel like gives us individuality to choose what we like and what part of these trends we want to be a part of. So transitioning more into the opposite or the loud luxury trend, one thing that's been coming back are the Chanel brooches. This is another one where it has been on my wish list, I feel like, for the longest. I've always wanted a Chanel brooch. I think that they are the perfect winter accessory. You stick them on a coat, you stick them on a blazer, and they are perfect. Now, I will admit, with the minimalistic styling that we've been seeing within the last couple of years, it got bumped down on my wish list, but I'm so glad that they are back in popularity and back on top where they deserve. I definitely will be adding these to my wish list for 2024. One other popular loud luxury item that they mentioned was Louis Vuitton's collaboration with Yayoi Kusama, and I know that I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but basically Louis Vuitton took their classic monogram pattern and added the polka dot. Definitely a loud statement, in your face type of piece. According to Fashion File, people loved it. A ton of people were searching for and purchasing this collaborative item. And that makes you wonder, well, were they searching for it because it was a collaboration and they were harder to find? Therefore, if they were to resell it, it would resell perhaps for a higher value, or people just really were, what's new, what's fresh, what's something that I can carry out that nobody else has, but that's going to be a pop and people are going to notice. So I loved that even this loud luxury or this pop of something new and fresh also has a space here in 2023. And if that is more of your style, you can't go wrong with choosing something that has fun prints, fun colors, collaborations to really get something interesting and one of a kind. If you're asking my opinion on this, I usually like to purchase handbags that I will have for an extended period of time, and I actually have my Louis Vuitton Speedy in the classic monogram, which was one of their classic styles that they added the collaboration with. And to be honest, I'm going to stick with my classic monogram print. As far as some of these more trendy pieces or standout pieces, I don't know how long they will be popular, which keeps me from going out and spinning that, because I really do want to have a collection that I can keep for years and years and years to come. But I think if you are the trendy handbag wearer, you love what's out, what's new, what's fresh, this is a great option to check the resale market for. Moving into some of the hot colors that they saw the top searches for in 2023, with one of the first ones being magenta. And this is no surprise with the huge Barbie core trend that we found. Valentino does this really well with their Rock Stud collection, and you can see these all around the resale market in this magenta color. Again, I think that Barbie core unfortunately is going to be fairly short-lived, and the color magenta in a handbag form may not transition us for years and years and years to come. But if you always loved pink, you've always loved hot pink, this is the time to purchase one of those handbags and be right on trend. Or if you were thinking, okay, I bought this magenta bag, it's not really working for me, now is the time to go ahead and sell it back to Fashionphile or back to a pre-loved market because it is popular and they are going to be looking for these bags, hopefully allowing you to get a little bit more of the money back that you originally purchased the item for. Next popular color they saw were deep reds. I've always loved a red in my collection. This was one of the first handbags that I got in a color. I started, of course, with the blacks and the neutrals, but then when it came time to start transitioning into a handbag with some color, I knew that red was going to be something that I would wear a lot and get a lot of use out of. I feel like it's a pop of color, but also allows you to be fairly neutral and it matches with a lot of things. And also it's great for this upcoming fall winter season that we're going to be seeing as well. So red to me was no shocker, no surprise that it's still a popular color and that it's trending here in 2023. If you're looking for a color handbag to add to your collection that's going to be able to stay for a very long time, red is a fantastic color. And if you get it maybe in like a classic style or even a classic brand like Chanel, that makes it even better. This handbag will continue to be in my collection for years and years and years to come, and will also be a classic style that will hopefully transition me throughout the years. So one of the colors that I saw trending on this list that I would recommend is definitely a red color handbag. Metallic handbags were also on this list of trending high in 2023. To me, this was no surprise either. We knew that metallics were definitely coming back here in 2023. We saw that over the years, even with the Prada crystal bag, the desire and the want for this sparkle or iridescent tones. My version of this that I feel comfortable with is my little pink lambskin Lady Dior mini. It does have the lotus, which is almost like a pearlescent pink or light purple, and this is about probably as far as I'm going to get to metallic because again, I like the idea of iridescent. I like the idea of a little bit of fun, a little bit of shimmer, but I don't know that I am ready for a full-on metallic bag. I'm nervous that again, that will be something that's very short-lived for me. I will like it here and now because it's metallic, because it's popular, because it's a little pop of fun, but I'm not sure that when I look down the road in another 4 or 5 years that I'm gonna feel the same way about it, where this one I've had for years, as you guys know. I love it, I continue to love it, and this has been one of my most recommended handbags within my collection. I feel like you get, like I said, that little pearly iridescent. It's such a beautiful color, and you have a little bit of that sparkle, which is right on trend here in 2023. If you are a metallic person, now's the time. This is perfect timing for you to purchase one of these handbags. But if you want maybe to go with this style but a little bit more toned down, a iridescent bag is perfect. Dior does that well with this lotus color, and another brand that I really like their iridescents are Chanel. These really pretty iridescent whites and iridescent blues, which I think are perfect for this current trend that we're seeing. Another color on this list that was not particularly surprising to me was blue. Blue was a popular color searched here in 2023. The handbag that I have that's blue is my little Hermes Evelyn TPM here, which is the blue pale color, and I absolutely love it. I feel like because it's a light blue, it's easy to style, and I think that that is amazing. That's one of the things I've always been nervous about blues. I could never decide what color blue I wanted. I could never decide if I wanted like lighter blue, more of a denim blue, or a deeper blue or navy. So I ended up going with the lighter blues because those I found were a little bit easier for me to pair within my wardrobe. But something that did shock me on this list is the trending blue is more of a deep or a cobalt blue. Hermes does this really, really well in their blues as well. So if you're looking for maybe a handbag to try, they make the Evelyn TPMs, which are one of their more reasonable bags, in these beautiful deep blue cobalt colors. That is one that did surprise me. I didn't see the cobalt blue or the deep blues coming back for this season, but it is definitely one within handbags and two even within the clothing options that we're seeing here currently in 2023. So if you are looking for a blue this year, if that is your color, definitely a cobalt or a deep blue is what's currently trending. Now moving into some popular textiles that they saw. So they were saying that the most popular textiles that they saw an increase in here in 2023 were denim and raffia. So denim, that was also no surprise. So we know that with the Y2K, the rom-com trend that we're seeing here, we know that it's dating back to the early 2000s. Denim is back. Denim dresses, denim shirts, anything denim is popular right now. So to me, that was no surprise that the more vintage looking denim pieces are going to be back as well. Louis Vuitton has some really great vintage denim pieces that you can purchase. So again, if you've been looking for that, now's the time. And if you've been looking maybe to part with some of your denim Louis Vuitton pieces, I think that now's a great time because a lot of people are searching for them and a lot of people are wanting them. I don't know personally that I'm ready to take the leap for a denim bag, but I am totally on this denim trend fashion. I just purchased a denim maxi skirt that I absolutely love. I have a denim dress that I absolutely love. So I am here for this denim trend. I am loving it. As far as the raffia is concerned, one of their most popular bags that they saw were the Prada raffia. That again was not really surprising to me. We've been seeing its popularity within the last couple of years here, and they attributed this to maybe more of the cottagecore trend, which is more about simple living, about more country living, and I live in the South, so I'm kind of good on this trend, but I can see how the Prada raffia bag really feeds into that, really feeds into more of that country living, some of the summer fashion and beach fashion. So if you are really looking for a different type of textile outside of maybe the classic leather handbags, raffia or denim is the way to go to really be on trend here in 2023. When it comes back to maybe what handbag is best to sell here in 2023, Fashionable is really saying you can't go wrong with selling your Chanel handbags. With the consistent price increases throughout the year, they are seeing a higher return or higher quotes to their customers for Chanel handbags. So if you are ready to part ways with some of those classic Chanel styles, now would be a good time because those are still really coveted amongst the pre-loved market and people are getting a pretty good and fair quote for reselling their classic Chanel handbags. What is all of these new and trending pieces here in 2023 telling us is that you can truly wear whatever you like to wear and it will match likely with one of these themes, which I think is awesome. Gone are the days where we only have one trend a year, and if you don't fit into that one trend, you are not stylish. You can truly make this into your own. You can choose some of the popular colors from the season. You can choose some of the popular textiles from the season. You can go more with loud luxury or things that are going to be more of a pop of color, such as the metallics or the bright pinks, or vice versa to that. If more of your style is more minimalistic or more quiet luxury, you can go with one of these really great neutral handbags, minimalistic handbags as well, and really choose which one of these you feel like will be part of your collection either for years to come or just for the here and now, but something that you are going to love. So I hope that this has helped you decide maybe a handbag to add to your wish list, or if you were thinking about with parting ways of some of your handbags and you're like, is now the right time for some of these maybe more textile handbags or more metallic handbags that I'm just no longer loving within my collection. I hope that I've helped you make some of those decisions. I would love to get you all's opinion down below on how you feel about this luxury resale report. If you're seeing some of these same things, some of these same trends, if you think it is right on target, you guys let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.